Okay, Jason, so with today's rapid fire,
Yeah.
we're going to base it all around fiber, but I want you to dive into food sources.
Absolutely.
And how it could benefit.
Right.
Okay.
Well, so I love that you're doing this, Bri, because I think if we can give people practical tools of how to look at the foods they're eating and add them back, this is by far and away the best way to do this, is adding back the real foods. So
Right.
I love this.
Right, as we typically do supplement focused,
100%.
we're going to go food-based.
100%.
Okay, so fiber-related, here we go, legumes.
All right, so legumes, things
What are
like...
the best sources?
Okay, so like black beans, pinto beans, kidney beans are all good sources. Now, they're primarily soluble fiber, and they are an excellent source of fiber.
Okay, seeds and nuts.
Okay, so flax and chia seeds are really high in soluble fiber. Almonds and walnuts are high in insoluble fiber, but when it comes to the flax and chia seeds, you want to make sure that you mill them so that you can get access to that fiber, because otherwise they're going to come out the same way they went in.
Okay, you mentioned that earlier. Yeah. Okay, fruits, best sources.
Okay, so fruits are a source of fiber for sure. Include the skin for more soluble fiber. I like apples, avocados, and bananas. They also have high nutritional content. Very important.
Okay, best whole grain sources.
Okay, so I know we mentioned a little bit earlier, but we're going to give some more quantities here, okay? So like oats. Again, be careful. Don't use instant oats or those quick oats or things of that nature. You want to be really careful because they can spike insulin. But oats do have about 4 to 5 grams of fiber per serving. Quinoa, probably one of my favorites.
So good.
It's really, really good. And it's something that people forget about, but it's really easy to make. It's delicious. And you can make large amounts of it, and it's very cost effective. But it has about 5 grams of fiber per cup. But the cool thing is, naturally gluten-free. Now, brown rice, very common. Everybody knows it. It's a really good staple. 3 to 3.5 grams of dietary fiber per serving, naturally gluten-free.
Less than quinoa. Okay.
Yeah, less than quinoa. Now, barley is the champion for content and fiber. Now, I know a lot of people, I mean, rarely do you even hear anybody making a barley soup, let alone eating it.
Right.
But barley is a great source. In fact, it has 32 grams of fiber per cup. But it does contain gluten, so for people that are gluten sensitive, you got to be careful.
Okay, that's like 6x the quantity of brown rice.
100%. But the cool thing about it is that you can just do a small amount of barley as part of something else that you're doing. You don't have to go for a full cup of barley. You can just add it as a little bit.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
All right, best source for vegetables.
Okay, in my opinion, vegetables are the most sensible and the most likely place that you're going to find your fiber because they're so abundantly there, next to legumes, right? Because they're easy. You can go into the produce aisle and get it for pretty easy. Favorite soluble fiber veggie is a sweet potato, and insoluble fiber veggie is probably a broccoli.
Most supplements never reach your cells. They just pass through. BioSneds changes that. Up to 100 times higher bioavailability, clinically proven. We don't just make supplements. We make them work. VerdantNature.com.
Good choices.
Yeah.
Okay. Psyllium husk.
Okay, so psyllium husks, a lot of times you're going to hear about that when it comes to a dietary supplement. So in truth, there's a lot of different supplements that have them. It is a source of soluble fiber, and it primarily helps with bowel regularity. So I don't know that you want to add this into your diet as part of your meal, but this is something that you can use supplementally to do certain things. Not my favorite, though. I really prefer acacia fiber better because it ferments more slowly, and you get less side effects like gas and bloating.
So staying with supplements, inulin, chicory.
Okay, so inulin and chicory, again, is not something you typically would add to your diet, although you can find these compounds in things like artichokes. So it's kind of cool. So if your artichokes are part of your diet, really, really cool. But they are 2 ingredients that are commonly found in dietary supplements, specifically by themselves or added to a probiotic, because they're known as a prebiotic. They help to feed and nourish the good bacteria. In fact, the compounds that are inside inulin are known as a fructooligosaccharides, or FOS. So you might even see that on the label. And those are prebiotics, again, feed the good bacteria.
All right, great information. All right, resistant starches.
So resistant starches aren't actually fibers, but they act like fiber. So let me give you an example, like raw potato. Raw potato has type 2 resistant starch, so it can act a lot like fiber. But once you cook it, it kind of destroys the resistant starch approach. Now, I point out the fact that it acts like fiber, but also potato is a good source because there are supplements out there where they're adding resistant starches, and they come from potato. So they're really, really good tools, especially in like meal replacement, stuff like that. Very fun.
Okay. From a conventional over-the-counter perspective,
yeah,
fiber supplements like Metamucil, Citrusel, Benefiber. What's your take?
Okay, so these are definitely not my favorite at all. The goal is they were trying to help people be more regular, and so I totally get it. Metamucil is primarily psyllium, so I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Citrusel, though, is one that I'm challenged by because it's more of a synthetic methylcellulose. Now, methylcellulose is a structural compound of plants, but they use more of a synthetic version. I prefer using more whole food or whole plant versions. Unless Citrusel's changed anything, that's at least what I know about it today. Benefiber uses wheat dextrin. Again, not my favorite.
Yeah.
In all these cases, I still recommend acacia fiber and guar gum. There's a brand out there that I like. It's Thorn, and they have a product called Fibermend. It's really quite a good product.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, this is a very important one.
Yeah.
Organic versus non-organic.
There's absolutely no question. It should always be organic. If you're going to prioritize fiber and start eating more whole, fresh fruits, vegetable seeds, legumes, sprouts, and all these different really important foods, realize that the farming industry, unfortunately, for higher yield, they're using pesticides, herbicides, chemicals.
Not good.
They're genetically modifying the plants to do certain things like become Roundup ready so that I have a rule. If bugs won't eat it, why should you?
That's very, very funny.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
It's totally true. Organic fresh fruits and vegetables doesn't do this. They don't have the pesticides, the chemicals. They don't have the coatings on them to make them look prettier, these waxes, or to preserve them. They are more fresh the way nature intended. Now, when you're in the produce aisle, you're going to want to look at something. There's a PLU, a number that's literally on every fresh fruit or vegetable.
Okay.
You want to look for that 5-digit code that starts with the number 9. That's how you know for sure it's organic and is certified.
Oh, wow.
So look for that, because if it's a 4, a 3, a 7, a 5, those are non-organic.
And when it comes to fruits and vegetables,
Yeah.
the price difference between the two is not as significant as it once was.
No, definitely not, because it's becoming more abundant because people are demanding it more. More is being grown. So it's an economy of scale. More people want it. More farmers grow it. It becomes a better price. And so I would tell you, though, that your health is your wealth, and it's worth a few extra pennies.
Buy organic.
Literally, buy organic. I will tell you in all ways. I know some people focus on dirty dozen, only just those 12. Forget it. Buy organic if it's at all possible.
Your gut works hard every day, digesting, supporting your immune system, even helping your energy. Probulin probiotics are scientifically formulated, shelf-stable, and easy to take daily. Picture yourself moving through your day with confidence, feeling balanced from the inside out. Morning routines, work, family time. Probulin helps keep your gut in check so you can focus on what really matters.